I am Dana Williamson with B.A.D, Blessed Knowing Destiny LLC, the original B.A.D Queen of the Round Table. And I am combining two segments into one. And bear with me 1 minute. Oh, no, I'm good. I'm not even going to worry about that. So, good evening. Listen, it's Convos with the Queen as well as Tuesday teaching. Let's get some housekeeping done before we get started. I would love for you to follow me here on HAPS TV. If you are not following me already, please subscribe to the channel and share with others. I would love for you also to follow me on YouTube, B.A.D Coach Dana. There is a reason why we share so much, why we talk so much, and why every week I come here to speak to you, tell you a few things. And I would love if you are not part of the Royal Court on Facebook, join the Royal Court. You can find it by searching the name, and then I answer some questions and I'll add you to the group if everything all works okay. So that's my housekeeping for the day. Oh, let's also share, which I don't seem to do often. If you're watching me here on HAPS, you have the ability to applaud me, reward me, support me by donating or sending a heart, and some things cost a point or $1 or whatnot. But send some love if and when you get a chance. Think about it. There is something I'm going to grab. Sorry about that. I am here to talk about just a couple of things. And it really ties into one topic, but the importance of that one topic is to basically say to you, what do you do now? And the troublesome part about a lot of what I say when I do Tuesday teaching or Convos with the Queen, which is why we're combining this together, is some things may sound like it may be attacking someone, or it may be not motivational or not encouraging. So they view it in a different way, or they view it in a hurtful way. And so then they just stop watching. But today, I'm doing Convos with the Queen, Tuesday teaching, for a good reason. And one of the main reasons is because I didn't do Convos yesterday. I needed a Sabbath. I needed more than a day. And I was glad that I took that day. I had a situation happen in office number 2 on Sunday, so I needed that extra day. When I tell you I did not walk out of my bedroom until 2 p.m. Monday afternoon, I did not walk out of my bedroom until 2 p.m. And I didn't do work. I did a few things, but I didn't have that energy to do what I needed to do on social media, make phone calls, any of those things. If I missed a meeting yesterday, y'all, I'm sorry. But I needed a day. My emotions were all over the place. But one thing I talked about with someone recently, and I mentioned it to someone just yesterday, but it's something I've been thinking about a lot recently, is how we build our business. And in building our business, we all say we want to be self-sustaining. We want to increase our income bottom line. We want to do all of these things as far as bringing in income. But the one question I've asked myself and have yet to ask clients, but I didn't mention this to someone yesterday, is, are we building our business according to the jobs we currently have? And so I elaborated on the question, and I'm going to tell you, is because when you think about building a business, you're building a business so that you don't have to be in a career. You're building a business so that you can resign or retire early, so that you can, from a career you're in, so that you can work, run, and live your business. Now, I've had to say to people, this one particular question, after I had listened to this young lady speak highly of whatever she was doing, and some of the things that she had learned, I said, are you building your business according to the, I asked her if she had a job. And then I said, are you building your business according to the job that you have? Well, what does that mean, Dana? Some of us are entrepreneurs, trying our best to be entrepreneurs, but we are in businesses, we are in careers, we're at jobs that we don't plan to leave until we're retirement age. But when you leave a job while working a business, at the end of leaving that job, you're tired, right? So then you've been working your business, working your job, you're retired, you're tired. So what happens to the business? What do? You half heartedly run the business. You half heartedly continue to build the business. And then you just stop. So, what I want to talk to you about is what to do if you know in your heart you want something different. So here's my few pieces of insight, and I'm going to do a couple of things while I'm sitting here talking to you because it is late in the day and I didn't do much yesterday. Um, Point number one, and I say this to all of my clients. What does God say? Let me say it again. What does God say? If you are a faith-based entrepreneur, or you know what, you believe in God and you know that He's called you to do something, what does He say? Well, some people have said, God did tell me to start this business, but He's not going to want me to leave my career and be broke, or not be able to pay my bills. Then why would He tell you to start the business? Why would He tell you to do the research on the industry you're going into, write the book, start speaking engagements, start a podcast, start a video? Why would He tell you to start something if His purpose and plan for you was not for you to finish that something? We put in mind, so here I said, point number one, what does God say? We always put in our minds that the logic, even though the Lord has given us the gifts and ability to start a business, to run Fortune 500 companies eventually, even though we have that in our minds, the logic that we run off of is that I can't leave my job because I need to pay my bills. Haven't you already said now that your business isn't going to make it because it's not your job? Because it's not your hourly wage, it's not your it's not your safety net. But what does God say? If you don't really know what God says, if you continue to say, well, yes, God has given me the gifts to start this business, but I can't leave my job because I need to pay my bills. One, you really don't know who God is, and two, you did not get all of the instructions that God was giving you in building this business. Something I said to someone last week, and probably even the week before, I've spoken to a lot of people about their ministry talents and their business talents and whatnot. And I've said, all God needs you to do is say yes to what He's called you to. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to say yes. And so when you say yes and move forward in what He's giving you, He's going to give you some more instructions. He's going to give you some more things to lean on. But if you stand in the middle of being afraid, how can you move forward? If you stand in the middle of, I can't go 100% in or all in on this business because I've got to have this, you don't trust God. You don't even know him. That was me at one time. Believe me, you're not alone. So point number 2, if you know what God has said and you know what he's telling you to do, and you decide your yes is more important than your doubts, what are you doing to implement the first part of the plan? Because it can't be about where you are in your career. It has to be about where you're going in your business. Now, mind you, and I've talked about this with a number of people over the past few days, tomorrow's not promised to us, okay? So we have to live like this is our last day, but we have to plan as if it isn't. Say that again. Tomorrow's not promised to us, to any of us. We have to live as if it's our last day, which means we need to put forth, excuse me, we need to put forth the effort to do everything that God has given us to do today, but plan as if tomorrow is allotted to us. Are you ready to do that? What does that mean? The plan has to look as if you're not working that job. The plan is for you to see yourself excelling in your business, whether you have a 401k or not, whether you're taking the Cobra insurance because you've left the job or not, whether you have pension money to fall back on or whatever or not. The plan has to look like what God has given you because you said yes. So are you ready to implement the first part of those instructions? And that is moving forward. I had put before God that I wanted to do this 26-day challenge. And this 26-day challenge is basically about money. And I knew it was going to be a struggle because it's actually a 26-week challenge. But I knew it was going to be a struggle. But I said, Lord, if I can do it, then I can show others how to do it. So I asked some people to join me. One person did, both of us fell off. I'm sharing this with you because when I placed this before God, I knew what he was going to give me outside of this challenge, whether I completed the challenge or not. I knew what he was going to allot for me. Hey, viewers, thank you all so much for joining. If you find anything that resonates with you, please share this with others. So the challenge didn't work. So I'm starting the challenge again today. And what am I working on? I am putting money into the challenge. I'm doing that right now. I am thinking about why I'm sharing this with you, like this money challenge has anything to do with building a business. It does. Because the money challenge is actually part of my business, especially coaching folks in the travel side. Point number 2 is, do I have, and I make it personal, do I have the ability to implement part 1 of the instructions? If part 1 of my instructions for combining the travel, faith travel for you, with the B.A.D brand, which under with Pad Coach Dana, what does that look like? If the money planning, the travel planning, the budget planning all works in that together, it has to look like me doing the 26-day challenge. It has to look like me putting forth the effort to make sure that I do what I need to do to show my clients and potential clients I do have what it needs to implement the first part of the instructions. Now, I use that as an example. That isn't the full instructions, but I use that as the example. Because again, if you go back to what does God say, you have to put yourself in a position of, I totally understand where God is taking me, and I can't lose sight. Sorry about that. I can't lose sight. My phone is going to die. I didn't want to be before you long. I only have a couple of more points to make here. Hey, everyone, thank you so much for joining. If you're joining me on Haps, please share this with others. If you find anything that resonates with you, please, please, please share this with others and leave me a comment. If you are watching on the Royal Court, please leave a comment and or tag one of the other members. The other part or the other side of, doing what is necessary. Again, I'm going through the challenge. This is the dollar challenge. Doing the things that are necessary of building a business. Stop building a business according to the job you're on. You have to know that you are capable. So point number three is you have to know that you are capable. What does that mean, Dana? Well, point number one was, what does God say? Point number two was, do you have the ability to implement the first set of the instructions? Point number three is, you have to know that you are capable. That means before you get the next set of instructions, you're working off the first half of the instructions. You are making a plan so that your future looks like you're running your business, not still working in your career, but running your business, your future Fortune 500 company. You have to know that you are capable. The reason why you're worried about leaving your job and not having the benefits of the job to sustain you for the rest of your life is that you don't feel capable of fulfilling the destiny that God has shown you that you will do. Now, this all comes down to the relationship you have with God. If God has shown you that you're going to make it, why would you doubt him? And why would you walk in that same doubt? Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you say, well, I'm going to stay on this job. I'm going to build this business. And you're not even building a business. You're hustling through the motions, which means you're making the next sale. But you're not increasing your income bottom line to be that Fortune 500 CEO in the future. Now, I'm not telling any of you to leave your jobs. I'm not saying that. That's why I started with point number one, which says, what does God say? Because some of you might be trying to build a Fortune 500 company and God just needs you to hustle. God just needs you to do this little sidebar so other people can see that you're doing more than enough because he told you to. So again, I'm not one to tell you to leave your job. I know what God told me in 2012, and I didn't leave my job until 2013. And I should have left in 2012. He gave me a perfect way out, and I didn't take it. Where I would be if I had done that would not be here talking to you this way. My platforms would be larger. I would not have suffered through some of the things that I had to suffer through because of my own choices. And that is coming from someone who has a great relationship with the Lord, knew exactly, heard his voice, knew his voice, and I was afraid. And why was I afraid? Because of point number three. I did not think, I did not know, and I did not walk in my capabilities that God was showing me I had. You have to know that you're capable. So, point number four, which brings me back to this money thing. When you know that you are capable, you get the next set of instructions, which means making adjustments to the plan. I explained to you that I am doing this 26-day, it's supposed to be 26 weeks, but I'm doing a 26-day challenge, money challenge, saving money, putting money aside. I've got my own worksheets or whatever, have my own money book, got my own everything, right? But it didn't work February 2nd through the 28th. It didn't work. Things happened. Life got in the way. Bills, extra bills had to be paid. Had something that I needed done in my house. It didn't work. So I'm starting it today. I'm restarting the 26-day challenge so that I save the money I want to save, which is about $1,000 by the 26th of March. I'm working this out. I'm putting this money aside. God has shown me in the past few days, because office number 2 is going to have to completely just shut down, that the only way for me to prove to my bad clients, my bad coaching clients under Faith Travel for You and Bad Coach Dana, that it can be done. So if I know that I am capable, I'm ready for those next set of instructions, which means the plan has been adjusted. The plan for the 26-day challenge has been adjusted. The plan for the drop in hundreds is coming out. If you didn't watch the last couple of lives, go back and watch those. It's pretty detailed. Nonetheless, because God has given me the second set of instructions, giving you the second set of instructions, and the plan has now been adjusted because you know that you are capable, you are always in motion. The plan has been adjusted because you are always in motion. The plan has been adjusted. I need you to hear what I'm saying. Faith without works is dead. So if the plan has been adjusted, your faith is pushing you to continuously be in action, working on what? Your business. The plan has been adjusted. So then, point number 5, you got to get out of hustle mode. So even though the plan has been adjusted and the things have changed, you got to get out of hustle mode. What do I mean by that? You have to put yourself in a position of, I'm a builder, I'm not a hustler. Now, there have been times over the past couple of weeks I've been like, I've got to hustle to get this, because there's been things I've had to get done. There's been goals I've set that I've had to get done. I've had to see that I could do it. So I had to hustle. But in that hustling, I learned something. I learned that I need to take note of what I'm capable of in order to continuously do what I need to do, changing the mindset of a hustler and continuously being the builder. So even though I was hustling to get this done, I'm making notes of, okay, this is where I look like a hustler. This is where I look like a business builder. So I might be hustling office number 2, but I am not hustling office number 1. Because office number 2 is going to be eliminated, I have to do what? Change the hustle mindset. So how do I combine the two? Same way I had to combine Faith Travel for You under the coaching, I have to combine the things that are necessary for the business without utilizing office number 2. I got to get out of hustle mode. If I'm building a business, I have to show up consistently. I have to sometimes, most times, anytime, be transparent. I have to share with you my experiences as a coach, as a as a businesswoman, as a businesswoman who's a coach, who also has had a coach, and someone who learns every day. So I'm not hustling to learn. I'm not hustling to research. I'm no longer hustling. I'm building a business. And so this is important for all of you, because when you look at your business, when you look at what you want to do, you can't continuously build a business with the mindset of the job that you have. See, I no longer have a job. I've been gone from corporate America for 8 years. Now, true enough, I did do taxes at a local organization a couple of years in a row, but even in that instance, I had to be able to call the shots on my own schedule. Didn't allow that to happen for myself because I was so busy helping others last year. My business suffered. So when I left there, I was too busy for 30 days trying to catch up what I had messed up for 8 months. You don't have to be there and you don't have to do that. What you do have to do is understand each and every point I've shared here. The first and the last are very important. One, what does God say? Five, get out of hustle mode. It's just that simple. You got to know you are capable. You got to know that you are ready to implement those next set of instructions. You got to know that you don't have any doubt. You you got to know that when you say yes, you're ready. You're ready. And you have no reason to sit back lost. Now, I want to encourage a lot of you that are here watching today. It is according to your faith how much more God will give you. Right now, you're feeling as if you can't do this. Right now, you're feeling as if I don't even know if I got faith in God to even make this work. Right now, you're feeling as if I don't know if I hear the voice of God. Then that just means you need to take a step back. And if you want to really hear God and know what He has said to do, take some time off, a few hours, fast, pray, sit back, do like me, smoke a cigar, talk to God. Say, Lord, listen, did I miss something? Because again, the first point and the last point are vital. What does God say? And you have to get out of hustle mode. Stop building a business according to the job that you have. Now, let me give you this bonus piece of insight that really will drive all of this home. The reason why I say don't stop building a business according to the job that you have, because if you're not looking at the possible income that your business can bring in, it's because you're looking at the income you're getting from your job. You get paid $20 an hour. You get paid $30 an hour. Some higher ends. Hey, if I had stayed with the company I was with 8 years later, I was already making $22 an hour when I left there. So I'll be making almost $30 an hour now. Nonetheless, if you are, I always use my lip gloss as an example. If you are selling lip gloss and when you go to do what you expected sales are for the month, and your expected sales are that you are determining offset what you get from your job, you're hustling your lip gloss business. You're just getting that little extra money and you're filing those taxes and you're paying those small business taxes according to a hustle. The truth of the matter is you cannot build a business according to the job that you have. You let me say this. You might have to start building that business as if you're broke so that you can match the dollars you have from your business, from your career, so you can prepare to leave the career if that's what God told you to do and run that Fortune 500 company. So, what are you going to do? Wait and see? Maybe so. But pray while waiting. Now, my last thing for you today is, especially those women out there, Bad Queens of the Roundtable Membership Network finally went officially live today. Now, we've been accepting members since January, but it went officially live today. And that's a blessing in itself. But let me tell you, it's not your fly-by-night membership network. It is a network for people who are going to do the work. A network for people who want more, who need more, and who will start implementing what they need to implement right away. May not be right when they, hear my voice or, get in on the class, but it will be right away because they want something different. Bad Queens of the Roundtable. Go to baduniversity.com, check under memberships, join us today. Get in before prices go up. Catch me slipping because they are going up. Right now, it's $79.95 a month. It will be $110. I don't have my paper with me. I don't have my paper. Why don't I have my paper? Lord Jesus. It'll be $150 a month. It's supposed to start today, but catch me slipping. So it's $79.95 right now. If you catch me slipping, I don't know how long you're gonna catch me slipping, but it'll be $150 a month thereafter. Why? I give a lot of me away, y'all. A lot. And because I do, I wanted to put in a membership where people who value their investments also value what they learn and they do the work. So I thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate you. If you find anything here that resonates with you, especially if those of you are in a career and God has been pulling you to say, hey, I want you to run your business. Hey, I need you to build this business better so that you can be self-sustaining in a year. Share this with friends and then join the roundtable. God bless. I'm Dana Williamson with B.A.D. Have a wonderful rest of your day.